coached over 1,000 men and I've had thousands of guys enroll in my personal development courses over the past decade. And these are the 7 biggest regrets of men that kept coming up over and over again, regardless of where the man was from or how smart he was or how rich he was. Every day, countless men drag themselves out of bed and trudge through jobs they despise, buying crap they don't need to impress faceless nobodies on social media platforms they don't give a rat's ass about. That's the rat race for you. A life filled with hard work only to realize they were climbing up a ladder leaned up against the wrong wall and had big regrets when they got to the top. The people who genuinely give a damn about you will value you for the man you are, not the flashy toys and external facades you've accumulated. This is the raw truth, yet so many men gulp down the BS belief that the more I possess, the more of a man I am. That idea, it's a slow, silent assassin taking down the masses of men. Life's too damn short for that. In the end, only a handful of things really matter in this life. Quote, "It's not the years in your life, but the life in your years that counts." Adlai Stevenson. What are you gonna carry to your grave? A pile of designer clothes, or the memories, experiences, and joy you squeezed out of the time you had in this world? We all instinctively know what's important, but we've chose to stick our heads in the sand because facing up to the terrifying reality that our lives bear no resemblance to the dreams of our 10-year-old selves is just too damn painful. Remember that 10-year-old boy? He craved happiness. He yearned for freedom. He wanted to be brave, to play, to explore. He dreamed of a high-quality woman to join him on this epic journey of life. But year after year, he started settling for less, buying into the twisted reality forced upon him by society. His damaged ego became a puppeteer pulling the strings of his day-to-day. He spiraled into a state of unconsciousness, got hooked on prescriptions and anything that provided an escape from reality and brought him back into his inner child, where he can play and forget about life. He caged himself in an 8x10 room, glued to a computer screen for 9 grueling hours a day. He became a cog in the machine, trapped in an endless career grind. He settled for Beth, who's now filing for divorce and bleeding his net worth dry, while she goes on and pays for plastic surgery with his money. This is the tragic narrative of countless men, but hear me out, it doesn't have to be this way. Pause for a second. Let this quote sink in. A man is not old until regrets take the place of his dreams. John Barrymore. Regrets don't have to be your destiny. I trudged through that storm and it's a living nightmare. I've broken out of that maze, which is why I'm screaming from the rooftops here, desperate to grab your attention. I need you to absorb this. I need you to wake up, bust out of your self-constructed spiritual prison, and live a life that is free from regrets from this point forward. There's no other alternative. Those regrets can become lessons. Your future can be rewritten today. Stop, pay attention. I'm about to lay out the top 7 regrets of men after having worked with thousands of men over the last decade so that you can dodge these bullets once and for all and or make the shift now. Let's dive in. Regret number 1. I wish I'd lived a life true to myself instead of the life others wanted me to live. Not the life everyone else expected of me to lead. Not the life you see glorified on TV, in movies, or the staged perfection of social media. Not the life of my parents' unfulfilled dreams. Not the life of my peers in their misguided wisdom, who are heavily influenced by that staged perfection of social media, trying to rope me into chasing the same elusive goals they have blindly been pursuing. None of these lives are yours. They're as far from your true identity as east is from west. You have to heed that whisper deep inside you, the one murmuring, "This is not me. I must gather the courage to pursue my own path." Quote, "To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist, that is all." Oscar Wilde. We fritter away the precious finite time we have on this planet, engaging in mind-numbing activities, glued to the TV, thumbing through an endless stream of BS on social media that we forget seconds after putting it down, indulging in adult content once we're bored of social media with women we'll never meet, fantasizing about the lives of strangers. Do you even enjoy these things? How much time has been wasted doing those things, not just this last week, month, quarter, year, but in the last decade, or even longer? There's a more grounded, authentic path here. Our time here is limited, we know that, but our curiosity is boundless. We must harness this curiosity, letting it steer us towards our true purpose in life, pursuing it with every fiber of our being. Life can weigh us down like a ton of bricks. That's why we need to face it with the same raw intensity we summon for our last rep at the gym. The one where every muscle is screaming, where we're fighting tooth and nail to hoist that weight up with our last gasp of breath. If we tackled life with the same ferocity, we'd be high-performing men capable of moving mountains in the right direction. We'd live a life beyond our wildest dreams. The choice and the power to unlock your full potential has always been yours. Regret number 2. I wish I'd loved myself more instead of chasing approval from other people. Our culture bombards us with the BS idea that we need to be head over heels in love with someone else to be happy. Movies, TV, books, social media, they all sell the same tired narrative that we only feel truly alive when we're with another person of great attraction. That's when we can sing songs in the shower, travel to new places, and paint the town red if so we want. It's all a lie. The only way to live a life free from regret is to embrace, first and foremost, a profound love for oneself. The most crucial relationship you'll ever have is the one with yourself. Until you fall madly in love with who you are, no other love will ever fulfill you. You'll endure a lifetime of agony, leaving your heart at the mercy of others every time. Loving yourself doesn't equate to narcissism. It is not about being self-obsessed at the expense of others or thinking you're some sort of demigod. No, it's all about prioritizing your needs and making sure that they're met instead of expecting others, especially women, putting them onto pedestals, which does not serve you or her or the relationship. Quote, "A man who dares to waste 1 hour of time has not discovered the value of life." Charles Darwin. Imagine if you saw yourself as a 10, not necessarily in terms of physical allure, but in terms of the value and worth you gave to yourself. How would this influence your decisions? The food you put into your body, the company and conversations you share, the work you engage in, the thoughts you whisper to yourself in stillness at night when you're alone. Consider a decision you're grappling with right now. How would your choice change if you truly loved yourself at a level 10 in that scenario? If I loved myself at a level 10, how would I show up to this situation? How would I respond? How would I act if I was truly a 10 out of 10 in self-love? A question many men have never asked. Lead your life with self-love and it will guide you to an authentic life well lit. Start loving yourself now like your life depends on it. Regret number 3. I wish I hadn't worked so hard and allowed the stress to morph me into someone I wasn't. No man on his deathbed ever muttered, "Damn, I wish I'd logged more hours at the office or closed one more deal." Men sacrifice the prime years of their lives chasing ghosts of goals and external masks painted with insecurities and trauma. Yet most men continue this futile pursuit, entranced by the mirage of success and social status. Once I snag that promotion, then I can chill. Or once I rake in X amount of cash and hit that next level of net worth, then I can relax. Once I get over there, then I can spend more time on my romantic life and what makes me happy. But here's the cold hard truth. Over there is just an extension of the same effing treadmill of work, unless you decide to hit the stop button. Men around the globe are slowly waking up to the fact that the elusive pot of gold isn't at the end of the rainbow, and these men are getting royally pissed off. Quote, "Just because you're breathing doesn't mean you're alive." Tom Robbins. Some men have mountains of money, but no time to enjoy the fruits of their labor. I know many workaholic men who are widely successful who own supercars, but these shiny toys gather dust in the garage while their owners grind away, shackled to the wheel to keep up with those payments. Who really owns who in that situation, you might ask? You can exchange supercar for yacht or giant house. It's all the same thing, just another bigger door, but what does it actually bring you? We need to stop seeking validation through our possessions and start measuring our worth by how authentically and fully we're living our lives and showing up to what matters most to us. Who is the slave and who is the freer man living authentically? That man is probably more alive. It's high time we redefine success. Let's shift from having the highest net worth to having the freedom to do whatever the hell you want, to work with who you want, where you want, and when you want, and how you want. Quote, "A man is a success if he gets up in the morning and gets to bed at night, and in between he does what he wants to do." Bob Dylan. We get trapped in an unconscious toxic cycle, forever chasing material possessions, but that's not a purpose. The purpose of life is to be free to create your own purpose, to give your life its own meaning, not have it be defined by others. The validation we're truly seeking can only be found within ourselves, and the best part, it doesn't cost anything. Regret number 4. I wish I'd been courageous enough to speak my truth and not hide. Emotional freedom? It's about sharing your inner world fully, not holding back to please others. There's a potent relief in spilling your guts. It's like shrugging off a large amount of weight from your mind and shoulders. So, are you free or are you crushed under the weight of unspoken thoughts and stifled feelings? Decades of pressure, of hiding, holding you back. If you live your truth, you're free. If you don't know your truth, you're lost. If you know your truth but don't live it, then you're a slave. Quote, "Some people die at 25 and aren't buried until 75. Abraham Lincoln. It doesn't matter how fat your wallet is, what brand of car you drive, or how many notches you've carved on your bedpost. The thing that matters is whether you're living your truth. Are you in alignment to your values and vision or not? Are your values and vision created by you, or are they created by social media and society and your peers and family? Have they covered what it is that you call your values and vision? Are you living your life that is true to you or not? Right now, you're sitting on the truth. You're aware of it in your gut, but you're petrified of the fallout if you let it out. Speaking your truth demands vulnerability, and that's a bitter pill for most men to swallow. But let's get this straight. Vulnerability is not weakness. It's the hallmark of a grounded man. Baring your soul and voicing your deepest thoughts requires guts, courage, and emotional bravery. Balls of steel, if you will. That's not weakness. It's raw, masculine power that very few men are capable of doing, which means it's hard. And what is hard and challenging is strength. That's masculinity. When your thoughts, words, and actions are in sync, you'll earn respect from both men and women. You'll be known as a straight-talk guy who's not afraid to speak his mind, who means what he says and says what he means. This is a rare trait in today's men, and women are desperate to see more of it. When you start sharing your thoughts without the fear of consequences, people's perception of you will shift. Their trust in you will increase because they know the truth. They may not like what you have to say, but they will respect you. And without respect, you don't have much, whether it's with a man or a woman. You certainly don't have love and romance without respect. It will inspire others to start sharing things they've kept bottled up for years too. Now you have what is called deeper connection and intimacy. They'll talk with you with a newfound sense of openness and trust and closeness. But be warned, not all reactions will be positive. Speaking your truth can ruffle feathers, but that's a part of the deal here. Accept the fallout, deal with it, and move on. That is life. But hiding is no life at all, not for yourself. Higher levels of vulnerability unlock higher levels of emotional freedom. You must feel and experience this in order to get what you want out of your life. Reach out, speak your truth, tell the world, this is who I am, this is what I stand for. Regret number 5. I wish I'd quit my day job and pursued what I really wanted. Are you hell-bent on burying your happiness and fulfillment 6 feet under? The deceptive comfort and security of a job you despise will steer you straight towards the abyss. The misery of your job might tempt you into the fleeting pleasures of modern society that they peddle. Booze, the drugs, the porn, the food, the TV binging, the whole thing. Anything to numb the pain and keep you unconscious. You were thrust into this world for a reason. You possess a unique blend of talents, experiences, and gifts that no other human being has or ever will have. To withhold these gifts from the world is to slam the door shut on your own success and toss away the key. Quote, "He who has a why to live for can bear almost any how." Friedrich Nietzsche. You'll never regret gunning for that dream job or business, regardless of the outcome, but you'll undoubtedly regret letting the opportunity slip through your fingers. On your deathbed, you're not going to be upset about all the times that you tried and fell flat on your face, or the wild adventures, experiences, and priceless life lessons along the way that it led to. Instead, you'll regret all the times you could have taken the leap, but chose to play it safe and numb the mind with yet another binging TV marathon. Every time you choose the comfort of the known over the thrill of a challenge, you're electing to live in a world of what ifs and could have beens. It's time to rise to the occasion, to face challenges head on. It's time to stop merely surviving and start thriving. It's time to stop getting steamrolled day after day and start seizing life by the horns. The world has been waiting for you to show us who you really are, and the women are too. That doesn't mean your life will be a ceaseless parade of victories from here on out. In fact, a key facet of masculinity is accepting that success and failure are two sides of the same coin, but neither the highs nor the lows define your worth as a man. You keep going. You're not entitled to the outcome, just to the effort itself. Love the effort of aligned actions towards what matters, and you will be free. You will be happier. You will be more successful. You will be more respected. You will be more of a grounded man. In the end, all that really matters is who you are and how authentically you lived your life. That is your mark on the world, not how well you followed the advice of others or how well you were shaped by society and social media. You did a good job at following the crowd. That's not really gonna make that lasting legacy that I think men are after, especially as they age. Regret number 6. I wish I'd gone after the relationship I really wanted instead of settling in comfort. Think back to the last time a gorgeous woman walked by and you did nothing about it. Your mind was swimming with fantasies of her smile, her touch, her in bed, but you didn't lift a finger to make any of it a reality. She kept on walking, and off she went. And in that moment, a part of your masculinity shriveled up and died. Every time you allow what you want to go past you, you stifle your capacity to live an amazing life. Your desire was crystal clear. You wanted her, but your fear drowned out your honesty. "I'm not enough," you screamed in your head. And in that agony and terror, you froze. You failed to tap into your masculine power, your drive to conquer the world. You're not alone. All men do grapple with these feelings. Many buy into the lie that they're not attractive, too broke, too short, or not the right type for the woman that they really desire. But that doesn't mean that you can't progress. That doesn't mean that you can't improve. That doesn't mean that there isn't room for growth and a journey to open yourself up to the type of life and relationship that you want. Quote, "The tragedy of life is not that it ends so soon, but that we wait so long to begin it." W.M. Lewis. You'll only uncover the truth when you gather the courage to take action, get the result, or grow and become better for the next exciting opportunity. Remember this, you exist today because thousands upon thousands of your ancestors had the courage to approach the women they desired. And imagine those legions of men cheering you on. The men in your family have a long, successful history with women, and you're here to carry on that legacy. Be courageous and tell her what's on your mind. Take her in, spin her around, say, "My God, what's your name? You're stunning. Let's go on an adventure." When you stare down the fear of rejection and approach a woman in line with your genuine desire, you're embodying your true masculine self. and women are attracted to a man living his truth. Rejection isn't the end of the world. It means you tried, and this wasn't the right woman or the right time. She just saved you years of wasted effort, pain, and trauma. So be grateful in the times that it doesn't work out or you feel like you got rejected. Rejection doesn't say anything about your worth as a man. It means you're out there in the trenches going after what you want in this world. That's the essence of being a man. So embrace it. There's courage in putting yourself out there. It's the epitome of masculinity to be bold, to be courageous, to go after what you want and lay your feelings on the line. Anything less is signing up for a lifetime of mediocrity and misery, or you're just gonna settle. This is crucial because so many men settle for relationships they've checked out of emotionally or forego a relationship altogether in the pursuit of success. They live vicariously through premium adult sites. They squander hours on cam sites and drool over IG models, fantasizing about being with them with their hand in their pants. You don't know these women, but if you get out there, take action, optimize, and learn, you can find a high-quality woman to join you on this exciting journey of life. Quote, "Every man dies, but not every man lives." William Wallace. As a man, it is your duty to pursue the relationships you desire. Millions of women around the world are waiting to be swept off their feet. They're longing for the alive and adventurous hero to show up, but you're nowhere in sight. Get out there and seize life. And if you're in an existing relationship and you want that relationship to work, then own your desires with your partner. Stop being lazy and unconscious in that relationship and just letting time pass. Stop doing boring, dull, mundane, routine habits, actions, and routines in that relationship, and instead bring more aliveness, excitement, and romance and intimacy into that relationship. Think back to the times when you first met, how you showed up in that relationship. That's the energy that you want to cultivate and bring back into your relationship on a consistent basis, because it doesn't just come. It must be created, okay? After you get past many years, you have to create that and you have to maintain that. And that is your responsibility to lead the relationship. And then you will see a new side of her begin to show up. Regret number 7. I wish I hadn't lived life as if it would last forever. We've got it all wrong, gentlemen. We toll away hours for someone else's dream, then numb ourselves with TV and the internet during our free time. We trick ourselves into thinking we enjoy these distractions, but that's far from the truth. Here's the reality. These mindless activities are stealing us away from our true aspirations. They make us forget the undeniable truth. Time is our most precious, non-renewable resource. When you face your final moments, wealth won't buy you the extra time. Remember Steve Jobs? Despite his billions, he left us too early at 56. The time you've spent, that's all you get. Consider this chilling thought from Chuck Palahniuk. If death was just a brief exit before returning as someone new, would you slow down your pace or speed it up? Every time you delay pursuing your dreams, every time you hold back your true thoughts, shy away from a career leap, or hesitate to approach someone you know that you want to talk to, they catch your eye, or speak your truth with your existing partner or family, you're voluntarily locking up your happiness and freedom. You are the warden of your own spiritual prison, holding the key to your own liberation. So many men live in a state of perpetual worry, striving for a version of success they can't even define. In the process, they often lose sight of living in the moment. Before they know it, decades have passed. They have now trained themselves to hide from life. So they do, and they realize they forgot how to live, to smile, to laugh, and to embrace the present moment. We waste our lives worrying about others' opinions, trapped in destructive comparisons. Remember, there are millions out there who'd envy the life you're living right now. As you long to be someone else is longing for your life. Epicurus once said, "Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. Remember that what you now have was once among the things you only hoped for." We've lost the art of being present, of enjoying the moment, having fun with others around us. We've lost it. Think about yourself as a young boy. His life was pure play. This is our natural state. We're not meant to pine for lives we don't have. We're meant to be fully engaged, enjoying this vast playground of life. But somewhere along the way, we unlearned this instinct to play and have fun and be present, and worse, we try to seek it out in others. We dream that one day, after achieving some arbitrary success, we'll allow ourselves to finally enjoy life again and to play again. But that day only comes if we consciously create it and carve that path towards it. The only obstacle is you, so grant yourself permission to relish each moment. Life is brimming with simple pleasures, fun surprises, and joyous moments. Open your eyes and allow yourself to experience them. They are happening around you. Quote, "You don't stop laughing when you grow old. You grow old when you stop laughing." George Bernard Shaw. I'm going to lay it out very plainly. To live without regrets, adopt a heightened sense of urgency. This is your life, and it's ticking away by the minute. A call to action for men who dare to defy. Many men face a harsh truth. They let their dreams, ambitions, and truth slip away. By the time this realization hits, it's often too late. They choose complacency over the raw honesty of their hearts. But this doesn't have to be your story. You can break this cycle, unlock your self-imposed prison, and avoid regret on your deathbed. It begins with a new life perspective. A commitment to embracing all aspects of life, refusing to be a passive observer, taking more aligned action, and living consciously through your values. I choose to live boldly despite fear. I choose to gather courage and seize the life I desire daily. For many men, they only have a few decades left on this planet. I want to live a life worth a compelling story to be read by my children and grandchildren. When you open my life book someday, I hope you'll feel the raw, beautiful human experience pouring out from each word. Quote, "Life should not be a journey to the grave with the intention of arriving safely in a pretty and well-preserved body, but rather to skid broadside in a cloud of smoke, thoroughly used up, totally worn out, and loudly proclaiming, 'Wow, what a ride.'" Hunter S. Thompson. Commit to making your life an exhilarating ride worth reading about, worth living. My greatest gift to the world would be to spread freedom, adventure, and aliveness to as many as you as possible. That's why I rise each day. It's all for you, here, you, the viewer. And so if you appreciated this, you'll enjoy the training that I prepared for you. It provides everything you need to grow in your masculine spirit, uncover your deepest calling, deepen your purpose and identity as a stronger, grounded man that you were meant to be. If you want my help, then just click the link in the description to learn more about becoming a stronger, grounded man, breaking free from nice guy behaviors, and forming a powerful circle of like-minded men around you, and creating a high-quality romantic relationship. If you're ready to push your life boundaries and become the man you've always aspired to be, this is the quickest way to do it. It's time for a wake-up call. If you're fed up with settling for less or having a non-existent love life, I have something for you. There is a path. There is a way forward. If you want your romantic relationship to match your professional success and feel like you're getting what you deserve out of life, I've created the training for you. It's the same system that's transformed my life and thousands of other men into stronger, more grounded versions of themselves. It's about crafting your ideal relationship while excelling in every other aspect of life. Remember, being a high-performing man isn't just about your bank account. It's about owning the journey and becoming the man who says F no to regret and hiding, and F yes to realizing his full potential and fully showing up, both professionally, personally, romantically. It's about owning the journey and becoming the type of man who can say F no to regret and hiding from his truth, and F yes to realizing his full potential and fully showing up and owning his truth, professionally, personally, romantically, and even spiritually. Click the link in the description to access this training and learn how we can help. Gentlemen, if this has resonated, please hit that like button really hard, okay? So YouTube knows that you appreciate this type of content for men, and together we can start a movement and elevate other men from regret and pain to reach their highest potential. So spread the word, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I'm working on some real groundbreaking content that will redefine your understanding of men, masculinity, success, and relationships. You don't want to miss it. All right, until next time, guys, stay grounded.